Hello, we're here for about 30 minutes of a flex band workout while you're on vacation or you're at home or whatever. Basically, it's one of those no excuse workouts, okay? So the first thing we want to do is just check our flex band to make sure, or resistance band, make sure there's no holes in it. We don't want it to tear. Okay, one of the great things about a flex band is you can bring it on the plane, well, in your suitcase or whatever. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So first thing we're going to be doing is breathing like we always do. So we're standing and breathing. And without any resistance, let's just inhale, arms up, and exhale, lower down. So inhaling up and exhale down. So you see my flex band, it's loose. I'm not putting any tension in it just yet. One more. Now let's bring it at shoulder height. Let's just rotate side to side. Again, there is no resistance. I'm not pulling apart my flex band. All right, and let's bring it overhead and just side bend. Few more. Last one. All right, let's bring our arms down, overhead, and let's go a little bit into retraction of the shoulders and back down. So as you saw, as I brought it up and I went into retraction, I am pulling apart the flex band just a little bit. Let's do two more. Last one. Well, let's bring it back down. From here, let's imprint and neutral. So we're just imprinting and neutral, going to an anterior tilt and a neutral. Exhaling into our imprint, inhale back to neutral. Let's just do two more. All right, from here, we have the flex band, and we're going to press out and come back in. So press out with a little bit of resistance, pull apart. So when we come in, there's no resistance. When we press out, a little resistance. Let's do five more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and last one. Let's take it overhead and let's give it a little bit of tension. So as we side bend, we can have a little tension and back up. Side bend with tension and back up. Few more. All right, now let's step out and side bend. So step out. So it's a side lunge, lunging, and the bottom arm is pulling down. Step, pull. Step, pull. One more time, both sides. Last one. All right, let's bring it back down. And we're going to add our rotation. And now we do have a little bit of tension on our flex band. Last one. And coming back in and rolling the shoulders. Now let's add a little bit of balance to this. So we have our flex band, we have a little bit of resistance, and we're going to pull out for that resistance. We're going to rotate and lift the leg out and back in. So rotate and out. Rotate and out. Rotating and lifting the leg away from the body. Be sure that you have resistance on your band. It will aid in the balance. Last one. All right, come back in, roll the shoulders. Let's take our flex band. We're going to place it onto the floor. We're going to step onto our flex band. And as you can see, I'm in a hotel room. This is a beach towel on the floor. And I traveled with my flex band. All right, so let's just go ahead and just bend and straighten the elbows. Exhaling and inhaling down. Exhale, lift, exhale back. Now remember that we don't want to hike our shoulders up to our ears. It's almost like we're pulling up our pants. Few more. Last one. Okay, from here, let's do some bicep curls. So if you start and it's just too much tension, loosen it up. All right, exhaling, inhale, lower. Five more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead and shake it out. I'm going to drop my flex band and get a sip of water if you need to. I need to turn this off of my laptop. Kept dinging and it's annoying. Okay, if you had your sip of water, come back. Here we are. Now we're going to do singles. So singles. Five more on this side. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the other side bicep curl for 10. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to do reciprocals. So one and the other. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. I worked biceps yesterday and I can feel it today with those flex bands. All right, let's go ahead and bring it out and back in. So out to a V. Remember, if it's too much, you can go to the edge of your flex band. Plus, depending on what flex band you're using, it might be less resistance. So this is a super duper one, has a lot of resistance. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Okay, let's just do the right side. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's do the other side. Five more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do an overhead press. If you're like me, you have one of these that have a lot of resistance, it will be too difficult to get overhead and we have a higher risk of injury, right? If we can't meet that strength. So if you have a heavy band, let's bend so you can see how much slack that gives. I'm going to put in my hand, bring it up to my shoulders, shoulder blades are back, and I'm going to reach and reach. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now, If you by chance have a really loose flex band and you're like, I don't get any resistance doing this, stand up and do it. Okay, so you don't have to squat unless you have a very high resistance one. Okay, from here, we are going to do triceps. To roll the shoulders back, bending and straightening the triceps. Not the triceps, the elbows. You're working your triceps. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders. Oh, let's take that down. All right, get a sip of water if you need it. Next up is our ab prep. We're gonna lay this down, kind of like a runway. Like the center of your mat. Okay, then we're going to come back onto it and roll down, taking our flex band, and it should be around backside of your head. If you have a ponytail like me, it might not work. So let's see. We're holding it here. This is going to give you a little bit of resistance or support as we do our ab prep. So we inhale, nod the chin, and we exhale, flex up. And flex up. So you get the idea. It should be behind and coming up. Okay, I think I got it. Flexing up. So it's a little assist in that ab prep, in that flexion. Let's do 5 more. Here's 5, 4, 3, and exhaling up. Engage your abs. Last one. Okay, let's flip over onto our stomach for a breaststroke prep with the flex band. So grab it about the middle. Let's get onto our stomach. And from here, our hands are in line with our ears like they normally are. Make sure you're going to have enough resistance. My nose is hovering. I roll my shoulders back and I lift and reach out. Come back in and reach and back in. So as I lift, I reach my arms out, a little bit of resistance, pull it back in, less resistance, and lower down. So lifting, reaching, pulling in, and lower down. 2 more. Last one, make sure you're engaging your glutes. And down. Child's pose, shell stretch. Let's walk our body over to one side, just getting a lateral side bending movement. And walk it over to the other side. Back to center, rolling on up. Let's move on. So let's get our flex band ready for the 100. Today's version, we could have it around our feet into the 100, but let's just put it around the shins. So roll down, tabletop legs. Do you see? I have some resistance here. Your legs can be together or apart, whichever, but they're in tabletop. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, flex up, and inhale, pump. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 10. Breathing deeply. Exhaling for 20. There's 30. 40. And there's 50. Continue on, or you can take it here and extending. And there's 60. Here's 70. 80. 90. One more deep breath. And that's it. And coming all the way in. Take your feet out of the flex band, roll to the side, come all the way up. And we're going to take the flex band and prepare it for half roll back. Placing the band around the feet. We have some resistance here. Sitting up tall. Loosen the resistance if it's too much. And roll back. And flex back up. And roll back. And roll over. Then flex up. Here we go. Rolling back. Rolling over. Flexing up. Here's 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do our one leg circle. So take the flex band and place it around. Actually, let's go and place it. We're going to do 2 versions. The first one is around the feet, and you can double flex band it. The elbow, same leg, same elbow is down. We're going to circle out and back up. One more this direction. And let's reverse. One more. Okay, from here, let's take it onto the behind the knee, and your elbows down. So it creates this little resistance, and we're going to do basically our hip stirs. So let's go ahead, down and back up. One more. One more. All right, let's go ahead, take it out. Place it onto the other foot. Remember, you could wrap it around twice. It's in both hands now. Same side leg, elbow down. And let's do leg circles up to the side and through the center. Let's reverse. Last one. All right, let's take it and wrap it around behind the knee. And I think I did only one wrap around the other leg. So it can be just one, or it can be a double, your choice. The knee stays in tabletop, and we're just going to stir our hips. One more this direction. Let's reverse for 5, 4, 1 more. All right, let's take it out. Now we're going to do our seated spinal twist. So let's lay it back down, the flex band, and we're going to sit on it. We're going to sing crisscross applesauce, or your legs could be straight. We're going to take the flex band in our hands, and they're going to provide a little bit of resistance. So here we go, rotate and center and rotate. Exhaling, inhale, center. Now, if it's not enough resistance, you feel like that is not enough at all, you can choke up on your flex band and keep it at the center and rotate. And rotation. Just a few more. Good. From here, let's loosen up on our flex band and let's just reach forward and back in and reach out on a V and back in. We did this earlier standing, but it should feel a little bit easier seated. And here's 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And let's lay it down. From here, let's just walk ourselves forward for a little hip stretch. And walk back up. Whatever ankle is in front is now behind. Let's do the same thing. Lifting up and then walking forward, stretching out. And let's come back up. One arm reaches up and place it across the body. The other arm reaches up and let's side bend. Let's come back up and lower down. The other arm up and over, the other arm up and side bend away. And let's come back up. Whatever ankle is in front is now behind. And we're going to do the same thing. Lifting up, over, other arm up, side bend over. And coming back up and lower down. Lifting up, over across the body, lift up and over. And come back up and let's move on. We're going to take this flex band and we wrap it around our feet. Okay, so around our feet, and we're going to roll back down. And here we are for roll up. This is going to be a little assist. So if you usually have trouble rolling up, the flex band is going to give you a little assistance. So here we go, nodding the chin, exhaling, flexing up, and then roll back down, one vertebra after another, and come back up. Nodding the chin, exhaling up, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, rolling back down. And here we go for 3, 2, keeping the heels pressed into the ground, exhaling up and over and back up. Whew. Let's go ahead, place the flex band, loosen that up. And we're ready for a little bit of core. Let's take the flex band, wrap it around our feet. And when flexed up, we're just going to bend and stretch. 5 more. Could this be done with your body down? Yes, absolutely. With your head down. I think we have 2 more. And last one. Place the head down. And here we go. We're going to lengthen the leg out, nod the chin, exhale, flex up, and let's lower down and back up. 5 more. Here's 5. Last one. Head comes down. Bring your knees towards your chest. Just rock side to side. And then feet come down and swivel the hips side to side. Okay, taking the band and we're going to place it around our foot, just one foot. You're flexed up. We're going to do our scissors. So reach, 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 and place one hand behind the head. And here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's slip the foot through, supporting the head. Reach, reach. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back and take the band off. Roll to your side and come all the way up. Let's do our obliques roll back. We've done it on the reformer. Placing your feet round. Here we go. We're going to roll back and open out to the side, bring it back in, rotate, open out, bring it back in, and roll forward. So let's roll back. The hands are at the chest. We rotate and open our arms. We close our arms. We rotate, open, close, center, and flex back over. Rolling back, rotate, open, close, rotate, open, close, center, and over. Last one, roll back. Oops. And open, close, rotate, open, close, center, all the way over and back up. Whew. Let's go ahead and finish with some stretches. So take the flex band, wrap it around one leg, and you can double wrap if you like. Same side, elbow is down, tabletop, just bend and stretch. Find the point that you can feel the most stretch in your hamstrings. Once you're there, let's just stay there and feel assisted by the flex band. The heel is pressing towards the sky. So let's switch hands. Place the elbow down. Other hand is on the ground. And let's bring it away from the body. Don't let this opposite hip lift. It must stay down, right? Because this is not the move. This is keeping both hips, both shoulder blades down. Staying here and breathing. All right, coming back to your center, switching hands again, lengthening out the other leg and sending it across the body. Same thing here, we don't lift the hip up, keeping both hips down. You're going to feel a stretch behind your knees. Press through your heels to intensify the stretch. Coming back in, bend the elbows. Take your other foot, send it through, just switching hands. And let's just do a few bend and stretches. Again, seeing where we feel the most stretch in our hamstrings, and then stay there. Pressing the heel up towards the sky. From here, let's switch our hands. Actually, yeah, switch our hands and send it out to the side. Again, both hips, both shoulders stay. And coming back in across the body. All right, coming back in, taking the strap off, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed your 30-minute workout on using the flex band. Enjoy.